Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and happy new year. This is going to be my first video that I'm going to be posting in 2025. I was almost going to say 2024 because it's going to take a while for that to roll off my tongue, but I'm still filming this in December, by the way. You can tell that from my outfit because I wore this in another video of Vlogmas, but I wanted to sit down and film this video because I feel like I'm in the right kind of mindset to share my thoughts on today's video topic, which you can tell is going to be all about my no-buy year / low-buy year. Now, I will not go as far to say that I'm going to do a no-buy for the entire year, where I'm not going to buy anything absolutely for the entire year, because truthfully, that is not possible. Okay, I feel like I have excess, and I do. It's not just like I feel it. I know that I have excess in a lot of categories in my life. Okay, if we talk about only beauty products, then also I can say that as a fact. And if I step outside beauty and I also think about like my clothing, my shoes, my bags, and other categories as well, I definitely feel like I have excess in a lot of categories, and I can easily cap on my purchases in other categories as well. There has been a mindset shift that has happened over the years, where if you asked me 5 years ago, I was way more, how do I say, like, I was more of a spendier person. Over the years, I have realized the value of money that you're earning, because this is all my own hard-earned money that I'm spending on things. For the past 5 to 6 years, I have been earning on my own, and this money I've been spending has been my own money. But when you are younger, you still have that thing where if you run out of money, you can take it from your parents. But when you grow older, you kind of become more independent, and it's almost this thing where you don't want to take money from your parents anymore. And if you are in your 20s, I want you to tell me if you agree with me on that, A, and B, tell me how old you are, because I feel like the older you are, the more you get it. The younger you are, I feel like you're still a little bit comfortable with taking money from them. It can be completely subjective, by the way. So again, tell me your age and tell me if you agree with me or not down below in the comment section. But as a 25-year-old, or I would say as someone who's going to become 26 in 2025, this is something I feel very strongly about, and I have for a while. But for me to get into the habit of being more mindful about my purchases, it's a journey. Okay, let's be very honest, it is a journey, and while I have improved in 2024 on these aspects, I feel like there is a long way to go, and every single year I have to get one step closer to my goal, which is ultimately to spend money on the right things, to treat my money as something that is not it's like a finite resource, right? Like, if you spend all of your money, it's going to run out. It's not like we have a money plant at home, or it's not like there is abundance of it. It's something that you have to spend very thoughtfully and very mindfully, and that I feel like is the main reason why I have to do a no-buy or low-buy, is to think about my purchases more thoroughly. Every single thing that I'm spending money on, whether it is eating out, whether it is shopping online, whether it is how do I say, I think those are like the two main areas, because right now, at least if I say, yes, I am very thoughtful through my purchases, but all the money that I'm spending is on my own self. I don't have to contribute for bills at home, I don't have to buy groceries at home, I don't have to pay electricity bill, water bill, maintenance bill, any of that stuff. So right now, 100% of my money is being spent on my own self. So I have to be more careful and mindful about it. Spend money on investments, mutual funds, SIPs, stocks, shares, any way that you want to invest your money. That's where I need to focus most of it on, and I have to control how much money I'm spending on materialistic things, on beauty products, on clothes, shoes, bags, all of that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to document my journey, and I'm going to keep sharing this with you. I want to say every month, and since I've given myself this no-buy, low-buy year goal, I will also be doing updates every 3 months. So today's video specifically, I'm going to be focusing on beauty product categories, which I'm going to hold off purchasing for the next 3 months. So in April, we'll be doing an update on this. I'm going to tell you how I fared with these specific categories that I have, and I'm also going to tell you on which categories I will continue to focus on from April to June. But this specific list is focused on Jan to March. Okay, so let's jump into that and let's get started. The first category that I am not going to be spending any money on, I want to say for the majority of the year, but at least for the next 3 to 6 months, and that is gel moisturizers. I have bought so many moisturizers in 2024 and I am nowhere, like not even close to using most of them up. And I feel like, and I might be like exaggerating just a little bit, but I feel like I have enough moisturizers to last me for the entire year of 2025. So I clearly am, I just need to stay away from that specific category, and this is something I'm going to be very strict on, is not buying any gel moisturizers for at least the next 6 months, but minimum 3 months for sure. It would make sense for me to reflect back on this category again in April and see how many I have used up. But till then, we're not going to be buying any more. I'm also pretty confident that I don't need to buy any like cream based moisturizers also, at least till March. But that is a category, actually, you know what, I should add that probably, because I did recently buy backups of my Dot & Key ceramides and hyaluronic acid skin barrier repair face cream, and I also have some new cream moisturizers which I'm going to be trying out. I'm referring to the Dermaco one. So I think that is also a category that I can tell myself not to buy anymore till at least March, and then in April we'll come back and reflect on this. The second category, or rather I should say the third category, which I'm not going to be spending any money on, is body washes. That is another category which I have bought an abundance of in 2024, and I'm going to have enough to last me again at least for the next 6 months, maybe even 9 months. So that's also something I'm going to reflect back again on in March, April, and see how much I have and how many I'm going to use up till March, and then we will decide for how longer I need to be on a no buy in that specific category. Third category is perfume. Now this is going to be a little bit difficult, but I feel like the past couple of months I've been really good at this, and if I just keep the same momentum, then we can keep it going. Perfume is something I don't have too much of, but at the same time it's not something that I use up as quickly as I think I do. So whatever I have in my current collection would easily last me for, I want to say, at least half the year. Minimum a quarter, but maybe even half the year. So a lot of these categories I could actually stay on a no buy for the next 6 months, but I think the 3 month point is a good point to reflect back on basically. Now at the 3 month point, we will be in March, which means if I don't have enough summer fragrances, that's something that I will know by the end of March, if I'm going to be able to not buy any more perfumes till April and May, or whether it's something that I'm going to run out of. So March is a good point where I can reflect on that. I have enough winter fragrances, I have monsoon fragrances too. I just need to see how many summer fragrances I have and then decide for how long I need to be on a perfume no buy. The next category we have is lipstick. Now this is a category that, if I actually look at my collection, the number of full size lipsticks that I own is significantly lesser than what I had in 2024. That being said, I am working actively on using up a lot of lipsticks in my project pan right now. If you watched my 2025 plan to pan video and my project pan as well, I shared in that I want to use up a lot of lipsticks this year, and I've given myself that goal for the first 3 to 4 months basically. So when I do my project pan update, at the same time I can also do an update on this specific category and see how well I'm doing, and then I will decide for how long I need to be on a no buy / low buy on this specific category. But I know that I will be buying more lipsticks in 2025, that is for sure. I just need to hold off for now basically. Okay, the next two makeup categories which I need to also hold off from buying is loose powder and blush, bronzer, contour, those kind of products. Now I have bought an abundance of those kind of products in 2024 on my US shopping trip, which I keep mentioning every once in a while. I try to not talk about it too much, but it's something that has been a core memory for me. Like that entire month has been a core memory, and because it's not that far in the past, it's like just a couple of months ago, right? So that's something that is still significantly impacting my life in both good ways, and also it has impacted my bank account significantly. So considering all the loose powders, blushes, bronzer, contour products that I have bought on that US trip, I think I don't need to buy loose powders at least for the entire 2025, and then blush, bronzer products I think I'm easily going to be able to stay off in 2025 and 2026 from buying any new ones. But I can definitely tell you that at least for this year, these two categories are going to be on my no buy, low buy list, and I'm going to continue to focus on staying away from them and not buying any new products in these two categories. Then moving on, next we have eyeshadow. Now this is also one of those categories that my collection has significantly grown in 2024. Even though I am someone who doesn't wear eyeshadow, I mean, it's not like I don't wear eyeshadow, it's just that I don't need a lot of eyeshadow variety, and I can easily use like a bronzer, contour, or just any sort of basic eyeshadow every single day. That's what I do. Even right now you can see like a super simple warm brown in my eyes, and that is what I typically always use for my eyeshadow. So it's something that I don't need to buy any more of, and I also have a lot of eyeshadows already in my collection that I need to work through. So it's something that I need to hold off and not buy any new products in 2025. Moving on, next we have some non-makeup categories, so let's jump into that. One category which I need to stay off from purchasing for the next quarter at least, and then maybe at that point I will decide if I need to buy any backups, and that is shampoo. I have 2 to 3 really big bottles of shampoo in my collection right now. I recently used up one, so I'm gonna be jumping into a new bottle. But even after I do that, I still have shampoo to at least last me till March. So this is a category I can easily hold off on buying more of. But if I of course go through all my shampoo, if I am washing my hair super often, or if I'm going through a lot of product because of oiling my hair or anything like that, it's something I'm not going to stop myself from. So it's just one of those things that, because I already bought a lot of backups recently which I am working through, I don't think I will need to buy any more. But if I do need to, then I will buy it. Otherwise I'm going to hold off from this category as well. Then our second last category which I have to share with you is nail paints. Now this is one category that I have reduced my consumption significantly because I don't paint my nails very often. I am back into painting them again, but it's not something that I regularly have been doing, and I have not made a significant dip in my current collection. Like, I just had one nail polish empty this year versus at least 2 or 3 which I have had in previous years. So that tells you I haven't been painting my nails a ton this year. So obviously it makes sense that I use my current existing nail paint collection whenever I do want to use anything versus buying new products in that category. And then our last category, and this I have a slight caveat for, only for one reason and one reason only, and I'll talk about that. Now this category, first of all let me tell you what it is underarm roll-ons. I bought a lot of back stock of the Chemistry Play underarm roll-ons last year, that too quite like early in the year. I want to say during Feb or March maybe, and that has lasted me throughout the entire year, and I'm going to take that into 2025 as well, because that's how many backups I bought, and I have enough to last me at least till June, but maybe at least till April or May maybe. The only caveat to this is I do have some unopened ones which I may or may not end up gifting. Now if I end up gifting the stock that I have, and it's not like I'm purposely gifting it to someone, it's mainly because of the purpose that I'm gifting it for, and if I end up doing that, then I will be depleting my current stock. So if I'm depleting my current stock, then I don't mind buying backups if I need to, if I truly need to. But if I don't need to, then I am not going to be buying any more, at least till March. And then in March I will check back again and see how many I have left in my collection, and whether or not I need to continue to be on a no buy for this specific category, or if I can end up just buying 1 or 2 backups to last me for a couple of months. And again, if I buy 1 or 2 of these, they will easily last me 3 to 4 months, easy peasy. So those were all the beauty product categories that I am going to be on a no buy minimum till March, and then again during March, April, I will be coming back, reevaluating all these categories, deciding which ones I need to be on a no buy on, which ones I don't need to be on a no buy on. In general, across all categories I have adopted this rule where if I have minimum one in my collection, I don't need to buy more. But if I am on my last one, like on my last face wash, on my last sunscreen, I think sunscreen is also, if I think about it, yes, it's one of those categories that I have enough, so I don't need to buy till March. But I don't think I'll be buying any till March any which ways, because usually December, March, June, and then September, these are the months of the year when my favorite brands go on their buy one get one sales, and they do it every quarter basically. So the next time I buy sunscreens is going to be in March, for the next 6 months of the year. So not next 6 months, next 3 months of the year. So yes, this is a category I don't need to purposely put myself on a no buy on, but it's just something I'm going to be more cognizant about. Is every single time I think about buying a product in a particular category, I'm going to look at my collection first, see whether I already have products which do the exact same thing as that, and if I have something, then I am not going to buy it. If I feel like, okay, this is my last product that I have in this category and I'm okay with buying additional one, then that is the only time that I will end up spending money. And I will also be doing, and let me know if you would be interested in this, a financial roundup at the 6-month point, and then maybe at the end of the year as well, looking back at my finances and where I have spent money, how much of my expenditure has gone on beauty products, and then how much has gone maybe on food or clothes, etc. Like that kind of stuff. That's something that I want to do, to kind of just analyze my own purchases and share with you my findings. So if you'd be interested in that, then do let me know. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I am going to keep you through, I'm going to basically take you through with me on this journey. So yes, I hope you enjoy while I do that. And at the same time, I also want to know from you guys, where do you stand in terms of your purchases, consumptions? Are you concerned about the way you're spending your finances, or do you feel like you are pretty good with it, you're not a spendthrift, and you know how to manage your money well? If you do, then please like share tips with me. It's something that I'm willing and open to learn, because I want to get better at it as well. And I think your tips will usually I hope that you have some helpful tips for me, that you can share with me, and that helps me as well. So I'd be open to your feedback. I'd be helpful to know what you guys do to manage your money better. So yes, please share that with me if you have any tips. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and once again wish you a very happy new year. I hope the 2025 brings in so much prosperity, success, good health for all of us, and I'm gonna see you again in my next video. Until then, thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.